Hello!
Hi!
Welcome to the first Nitty Retreat podcast. This is Jenny of Owl About Yarn. You can find her on Instagram and on Etsy and on Facebook and on Twitter and everywhere.
Pretty much as Owl About Yarn.
As Owl About Yarn.
This is the lovely Zoe, who is at Pins and Needles UK, pretty much everywhere that you can find a person reasonably online.
Not on Twitter.
Not on Twitter.
I don't
tweet.
I don't tweet. No.
Oh.
It's a bridge too far.
Not even to share posts or anything. You just never got into it.
Nope. Can't make me.
Fair enough.
Don't want to.
Fair
anyway,
enough.
That's me.
Yes.
So yeah, this is our very first Nitty Retreat podcast, and we wanted to do like a general, here's all the information thing, because booking is going to be going live on Saturday the
8th.
7th. I'm pretty sure it's the 7th because it's Dave's birthday on the Friday, which is the 6th.
Oh, well, it's the 7th then.
So it's the 7th. We're really prepared.
I am vastly in denial that we're even at the end of September, so
yeah,
expecting me to know which day is,
yeah.
Saturday the 7th of October.
Newsletter subscribers can book on Saturday the 7th, and the rest of you should sign up to the newsletter, obviously. But failing that, Sunday the 8th.
Yeah, we're aiming for about 3 p.m. The website, the page for bookings on the website will go live. But when it goes live, we will put a post on Instagram and Twitter, because as a retreat, we're on Twitter.
Good to know. I knew that.
And Ravelry, just so that you don't miss it.
Yeah. So
but you shouldn't miss it because you'll already be signed up to the newsletter. So
that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Sign up to the newsletter.
So you'll have already booked on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to put links to absolutely everything we mentioned today in the down bar below. So if you miss anything, we're not going to be doing fancy writing on the screen because life is too short. So check the down bar below. There will be links to all of our contact details, all of the tutors, all of the websites, the whole 9 yards. So check down there. And we will also post this in our Ravelry group. Come and find us. We are the Nitty Retreat on there. And we'll post this video, and again we'll put the links in there as well.
And if we've forgotten anything, because we are a little worried that we've left something off the list of things to talk about, you can always contact us, a long list. You can always contact us on any of the places online that we've mentioned. You can also email us at thenittyretreat@gmail.com.
Yeah.
There we go. So, should we get into the details?
I think we should. So, first up, dates and location. So it is going to be the 20th and 21st of October 2018.
Which is a weekend.
It is a weekend. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. And it's going to be at Informal Court, which is a beautiful Grade 2 listed Victorian Gothic mansion.
Oh,
I know.
Well, it's outside the Gothic mansion, to be fair.
To be exact.
It's in a glorious. So when we say it's in the stable block, that sounds a little rustic, but it's been entirely renovated and made beautiful.
It's all glass.
Yeah,
and
state
loads
of
of
the
lights.
art, and it's designed really with craft people in mind.
Yeah.
Like Zoe says, loads of light and nice wooden or waterproof floors if you want to do waterproofy things.
We did a nice location reveal video, so for images of the place and a bit more chatter about the location, do go and watch that video. Again, we'll leave a link down below. There is tons of parking there. I think there's 70 odd parking spaces, and there's a couple of disabled spots as well. So it's also, Llandaff is a residential area of Cardiff, so just on the off chance you can't park in the actual venue, there's plenty of on-street parking that's literally 30 seconds down the drive. That's all it is. We will have a page on our website, which is the nittyretreat.wordpress.com. So there's various tabs on there, so you can go and have a look there as well. And Informal Court has its own website for the full inside skinny, and that's insolcourt.org.
And they've got a really good page about their location and how to get there as well. So
okay.
I figured there wasn't a lot of point in duplicating it. So
go and have a look
on the location page, it sends you there.
Yeah. So if you've been following us on Instagram, you would have seen that over the past month or so, we've been doing teaser Instagram post reveals of our tutors, which was quite exciting. I enjoyed that.
Really exciting.
I like people saying, oh, is it this person? I'm like, maybe. Maybe not.
And other people going, I know.
Don't spill the beans.
Yeah.
So we've revealed all 4 of our tutors now. And we have got the wonderful Alana Alice, who is yarn addict. And again, Instagrams and websites for all of these tutors are down below. Who else have we got?
We've got Jen Best from Beaker Button,
Ooh,
who
Beaker Buttons.
we met at Wonderwall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have Emma Bevan from Folky Felt.
Folky Felt. And our last reveal was the lovely Renee Callahan, who is East London Knits. So I think that's a really good selection.
We couldn't believe it. We made a list, didn't we, of tutors, and of possible tutors then. And there must have been, 10 to 15 people on the list.
Yeah.
And we said, right, let's email the first 4, just on the off chance that they'll say yes. Ha 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 ha.
And then when they all say no,
we'll panic.
We'll email the next bunch once we've finished
The
crying.
first 15. Yeah. And the first 4 said yes.
Oh no, we nearly fell off our chairs.
On the plus side, that does mean we have some for next year.
That is true. Anyway, so the point is, we've got a fabulous mix of local artists. Emma Bevan is just from Brecon Beacons, just up the road from us in Cardiff. Jen Best is down in Devon.
No, Hampshire.
Hampshire?
I think it's Hampshire.
It's because it's Dorset Buttons, that's why I'm thinking it's not.
But she wouldn't be from Devon if she was Dorset Buttons, would she? She'd be Dorset if it was...
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Anyway, she'll be coming to
Hampshire.
Anyway.
And Alana Alice is practically a local because she's up here all the time teaching classes in Cowbridge, which is not
Just
very
down
far
the road.
outside Cardiff.
Yeah.
So she's an honorary Cardiffian.
Yeah. So yeah, we think we've got a fabulous selection of tutors. What will they be teaching, Jenny?
Well, it's interesting you should ask me that, Zoe.
I'm glad you asked.
Well, Alana Alice is teaching 3 classes, and she will be teaching Fair Isle colourwork, and then separately we will have a steeking class.
Yes.
So those 2 classes will complement each other really nicely, but you don't have to take both of them if some people will already be confident in Fair Isle but are terrified of steeking.
Yeah.
Other people don't want to go near a pair of scissors, don't want to put a pair of scissors near their work.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But they'd like to have a go at Fair Isle or find a few more tips. And she's also going to be taking a class on Shetland lace.
Yeah, I think Shetland lace is probably what she's best known for. You know, she is a fantastic designer, but lace is really her thing. So that will be a really nice one. And Emma of Folky Felt is a needle felting, I'm going to say artist.
And wet felting.
She does wet felting as well, but we'll be doing needle felting.
Yes.
Again, another half-day class. And if you go and have a look at her Instagram account, she does the most beautiful array of things. She does sort of 3D sculptures. She does 2-dimensional with a bit of 3-dimensional pictures. She does portraits. She does sort of some more abstract work. It's really lovely. But it'll be a half-day workshop on needle felting a little landscape or maybe a teeny tiny animal.
I might need to sneak into the back of that one.
I think you might. Yeah. I know I'd stab myself in the finger.
I won't let that get in my way.
We might have to do a risk assessment on stabbing. Warning.
Or I'll get some of those lumberjack glove things.
Chainmail gloves. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
So that's Emma of Folky Felt. Who's next?
Jen Best.
Yes.
Beaker Button.
Beaker Button.
You're actually getting very good value with her classes. You're getting 2 classes in one, because I went to look on her website and she teaches, at our retreat she's going to teach how to make a basic crosswheel button, and she's going to teach how to make a posy brooch. They were popular in the 1940s apparently, and they're beautiful, just these little, they've got little embroidery knots in them by the look of it to make the leaves and the blossom on the trees. And usually she does these 2 classes separately, but she's combining them for us into one 3-hour session.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
So I think that's going to be brilliant. And then for Renee Callahan,
Yes.
we are going to be delving into brioche.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we need to sit in the back of that one as well. And double knitting. We've both had a go at brioche.
Yeah.
We managed a whole coaster.
We did. Nearly killed me. Took me 3 goes. Which is why we have Renee teaching this and not me.
Yes. And then of course double knitting.
Double knitting. Now that scares the pants off me. That just looks... It just makes my brain come out of my ears just thinking about it. But you've had a go, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Well, anyway, so the lovely Renee will be gently leading us through brioche and double knitting. And she is very lovely.
Yes, we met her at Yarningham.
Yeah, we did.
We've managed to meet all of them but for Emma from Folky Felt, and we've talked to her online enough that we feel like
Which
we
is
know
silly
her,
because
don't we?
she's the one that lives nearest.
Yeah, but unfortunately when we saw her show, when we saw her stall at the show at Wonderwall, she must have been off on a break or something.
Yeah, come for a cup of tea.
Yeah, so we didn't actually get to meet her there.
Yeah.
And then we haven't managed to meet since. There've been a couple of events that I've been trying to get to that she's been at. And there's always been something else on those weekends, so I haven't been able to get there. But
Doesn't matter.
yeah, we'll have met her before next year.
Yeah.
Even if it's at Wonderwall, that's still 6 months in
Yes.
advance.
In case any of you are wondering why we are organising this quite so far in advance, it's because we're unbelievably busy. We thought we'd have to book the venue quite far in advance.
Yeah.
And then for any of you that don't, sort of know our podcast and things, we're both married, we both have 3 children, we both run our own businesses. So time...
We're both married to separate people.
Separate people.
With 3 separate children each.
Total of 6 children.
I just wanted to make that clear before there was confusion.
Yeah. Although that would be fine.
That would be fine,
Yeah.
but if
not
there was
true.
only 3 children between us, that would be easier.
Yeah.
And no husbands.
But we have
we've
6.
managed that.
That's
6
life would be
and
easier.
2 husbands to
Yeah.
deal with.
It's exhausting. Anyway, that's why we're starting this early. And we also wanted to give you guys enough time to, save your pennies and put it in the diary, because the Woolly calendar fills up fast.
Really
If
fast.
you make a list of all the shows and events, it's absolutely chocker. So we had to get our dibs in, didn't we?
Yeah, well, I went through the list of all the shows that are on this year, because shows do roughly tend to go on from one year to the next on roughly the same weekend. So I went through all the show dates for this year and found a gap, basically, where there wasn't anything later on. I was like, right, we need that weekend next year.
Do or die.
So I'm hoping that nothing moves.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. But anyway, yeah, so booking a year in advance means, of course, that it's a way of budgeting as well. So if you're worried that you can't afford it or...
Need a bit of time to save up?
Yeah, it'll be easier to achieve because you can book your retreat now. You can book your transport a bit later on. If you need to arrange public transport, you can book your accommodation a little bit later on and split it through the year.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, as well as the half-day workshops, there's going to be a mini marketplace on the Sunday afternoon, just a half day. It's going to have to be very carefully curated vendors. We have a lovely, big, light, airy main room, and we've done a bit of mathematics with table dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
And we can get 10 to 12 vendors in there.
Yeah, 12 would be a squeeze.
It would be a squeeze. So obviously, Owl About Yarn will be there. And we're hoping to find some really lovely local indie dyers and woolly related businesses that will come along. If anybody watching is interested in a stand, please do send us an email, just an expression of interest. Give us some links to your social media accounts and any online shops that you have, and we'll have a look through those and get back in touch.
Yeah, we anticipate it being early next year when we decide on the vendors for the retreat, to give people a chance to apply, and also we'll be busy dealing with retreat attendees booking for
exactly
the next little while, and then I've got shows and
it's
other
busy.
work commitments.
So yeah, we'll be looking at January. The marketplace will be open to obviously all the attendees of the retreat, but also to members of the public. And Insole Court is quite a busy venue. It runs, yoga classes and crafting courses itself. So hopefully there'll be lots of members of the public popping in as well. So it should be a a nice bustling marketplace.
Yeah, and we'll be advertising it to the general public as well.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to get a reasonable footfall through.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Gather all the crafters of South Wales in.
Yeah, we're going to need signs. Maybe we could hang balloons on street corners leading up to it. Follow the balloons. So yes, there are workshops on the Saturday morning, the Saturday afternoon, the Sunday morning, marketplace Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
But it's not just about learning, it's also about socialising and fun and cake.
Yes.
So to that end,
there has to be time for all
there
of
has
that.
to be time for all of that. Because the best part of any retreat or any show is meeting all the other crazy knitters. So on the Friday, that's the 19th of October, we're going to be having an informal knit and natter for anyone that is coming up to the area on the Friday and is at a loose end. We need to do some serious pub investigation around
Yes.
around Llandaff to find somewhere suitable.
So far, I've only investigated 2 cafes. I haven't been into the pubs to suss them out and work out if the area is big enough as well. Plus, we're going to need to establish how many people are going to be coming, because it's going to be a very different feel if there are 10 people coming as opposed to all 50.
So what we'll do is, once all the bookings are settled down, we'll get a thread up in Ravelry, see who wants to come, who's going to want to eat dinner or not, and so there'll be some sort of get-together on the Friday.
Yes. I think that'll be nice, because it'll be a less formal way to get to know people, rather than turning up first thing on a Saturday morning and feeling a bit nervous.
Yeah, and heading straight into workshops for, it's nice to have a bit of mingling.
We'll probably say come an hour before the workshops start or something on the Saturday, but even so, I think the Friday will be
nice.
Will be good. So hopefully people will come up a day early, and we can meet them all then.
Yeah. And then the Saturday night will be the main social event, and we decided to keep that in the venue. So all the workshops will finish by 5, and people will be free to sort out their own meals for that day as they wish. But what we thought we would do is have a takeaway night.
Yeah. There'll probably be a couple of hours, I would imagine, before the activities, for want of a better word, start. So if you wanted to leave the site between 5 and 7, then of course you're more than free to do so and go and find some food elsewhere. But we have a huge selection in Cardiff of really good takeaways. Yeah. So we're going to, again, we'll do some arduous research.
We might have to check this place out.
Yeah. And then we'll collate a whole pile of menus, and we thought it could be quite good fun if we ordered in a whole load of takeaways. Yeah. Or at least everybody would be responsible for ordering their own. Yeah. But if we all ordered in our food, and we could all sit around and eat together. Yeah. And it would be as good as going to a restaurant all together in a big group. Yeah. But except we
plenty of space and table space.
And we get to eat a variety of things.
Yeah, exactly.
And nobody's trying to harry us along. And
exactly. Yeah. So we'll have takeaway night, and we're going to do a quiz. Gloves are off.
There may be prizes.
There will be door prizes.
There will be door prizes.
There will be a bring and take table. So if any of you that will be coming to the retreat have any crafty bits and pieces that you don't feel you're going to use or no longer want, we'll have a table in the main room, and there'll be a raffle ticket system for doing swapses and things like that. That would be good. Mm-hmm. Might bring some board games if anyone's up for Jenga. I like a bit of Jenga. So yeah, that's going to be our main social event. Hopefully some of the tutors will stick around.
I imagine
have some pizza with us.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah. So,
what
but
else
again,
are they going to do on Saturday?
If any of you have had enough, I was going to say it is Saturday night in Cardiff, so you want to go larging it in the city centre, feel free. But we will have comfy chairs and spring rolls.
And if you do, your knitting must go with you, and pictures or it didn't happen.
Yeah. Proof that you braved Cardiff city centre. I think it's worth doing a few FAQs at the end, because we have waffled just a bit, as we are want to do. Okay, so nitty gritty. The total cost of the first ever Knit Tea retreat is £200. That's a £75 deposit, non-refundable, which will be payable within 72 hours of receiving our PayPal invoice. And there's a booking form on the website. Again, check the links below. fill that in, you'll get a confirmation email, and then we will send you your PayPal invoice within a few days of that. Once we have received your £75 deposit, then your place is securely booked, but not until we have received that £75.
The booking form has a tick box to indicate if you'd be willing to put on a waiting list if the places are oversubscribed.
Yeah.
So just to make clear, filling in the booking form doesn't mean that you have got a place, because the booking form will stay up in case anybody wants to go on a waiting list in case of any dropouts.
Yeah. The balance, the remaining £125, will be due by the 30th of April 2018 at the latest.
Unless, of course, you book a place after then, in which case
Yeah.
it'll be the full balance.
Yeah, payable by then. Again, we'll send out reminders, so that's not a problem. In terms of cancellation, obviously, if we have to cancel the retreat, you will get a full refund. Should circumstances arise that mean you have fully paid for your place and yet you at the last minute can't make it, we are very happy for you to give your place to somebody else. That's not a problem. Obviously, as much notice as is possible.
Yes, because then we can help with, we can let you know if we have anybody on a waiting list.
Yeah.
And if we don't, then we can help with advertising the place.
Yeah. And try and get it covered that way.
Mm.
So for your £200, you will get 2 3-hour workshops, and on the booking form you can list your order of preference. So that £200 is the 2 half-day workshops. It is unlimited refreshments.
And we really do mean unlimited.
There's going to be frightening amounts of refreshment. You will be so refreshed. So refreshed.
You'll go home on a complete sugar high because of the levels of cake and biscuits that we're providing.
So it includes all your refreshments: tea, coffee, hot and cold drinks, biscuits, cakes, savoury snacks. Do indicate on the booking form if you have any dietary requirements we need to be aware of. It also includes a goodie bag.
A goodie bag.
Tell them about the goodie bag.
Goodie bag, it should really say goodie sack, I think, because it's going to be a considerable, I think it's going to be good. So we've already put together a list, a lovely list of things. There's going to be...
don't tell them what's in it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's the surprise. It is just amazingness in the bag.
It's amazingness. Am I allowed to tell them the value so far?
Okay.
Okay. You will receive more than £40 worth of handmade on the whole goodies in your goodie bag.
Yeah.
And we've already had a request for somebody asking if they can contribute to it as well.
Oh, excellent.
So it's only going to get better. And
some of the items in it will be exclusive to the Nitty Retreat, so it will not be freely available. It will only be for the select few.
Yes.
What your £200 does not include is meals. So we will not be providing lunch on either of those 2 days.
Unless you just eat cake.
Unless all you want to do is eat cake, which is fine. That's a meal. If you eat carrot cake, it's one of your 5 a day.
Yeah.
So in terms of lunch, feel free to bring your own. That is absolutely fine. We won't have any facilities for you to put it in a fridge or microwave anything. So bear in mind, it'll have to be able to sit in a lunchbox. We do have a nice cafe on site that does sort of light lunches, soups and wraps and things like that.
And they do cater to various
dietary requirements and things.
Yeah, they can
Again,
do gluten-free. And
check out the Insole Court website. You can have a look at the cafe. I think you can access the menu. So if you don't want to bring your own lunch, there'll be an hour's break so you can nip across. And again, a bit closer to the time, we'll put feelers out to see if people would like us to book lunches in advance for them.
Yeah, because the cafe offer that as an option.
Yeah.
Also, if you feel up to a brisk walk, we're only 10 minutes away from the centre of Llandaff Village. And there's a wide range of cafes and little shops.
So yeah, find your own lunch. And in terms of dinner on the Saturday, either grab your own or join us for takeaway. And obviously everyone will be ordering and paying for their own. So that's it for food, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You will need to find and pay for your own travel and accommodation as well. As you know, we've left some useful links and we're happy to answer questions, but that is on you guys as well.
Yeah, we felt that if we didn't try to include accommodation, it would cater to more budgets.
Yeah.
So you have the choice if you want to find the cheapest floor on somebody's living room floor on Airbnb, or you want to go down to the bay to St David's 5-star hotel.
Yeah, and live it up for the weekend.
Yeah, that's really your choice.
We did have a quick look, and there is plenty of Airbnbs, around the immediate vicinity. So, you can find somewhere that is within walking distance, absolutely fine.
Yeah, and Zoe had a really good idea just before we started recording. We're going to put... You did?
Oh, did I?
Yeah. You should have another one before it dies of loneliness.
It's a good job I was sat down.
So, yeah. She suggested that we put a roomies thread up in the Ravelry group.
I did. That was a good idea.
It was a good idea. She should take full credit.
I should write these things down.
This is why there are two of us.
Yeah.
So there will be a roomies thread on Ravelry in case you wanted to see if there's anybody who wants to share a room or share an Airbnb house.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Then you can contact people who are wanting to go via that.
Yeah.
Or even if you just want to find out which hotel people are aiming towards, so you can stay in the same hotel and share taxis or
meet up for breakfast or anything like that.
Yeah.
So there we are. That's the nitty gritty of it. I hope you're all excited because we are very excited. And in terms of what's next, what you guys need to do, you need to check the links in the down bar. You need to make sure you're signed up to the newsletter. You need to make sure you're following us on Instagram. As I said, subscriber bookings live Saturday the 7th of October, 3 p.m-ish.
Yeah, check your inboxes and your sub-inboxes and wherever else your newsletters go. Yeah. That's
a good point. When I get copies of the newsletter, it goes into my promotions subfolder on Gmail. So if you don't see it in your inbox, check your promotions folder, it'll be in there. So yeah, get signed up to all of that. On the website there will be a little tiny picture icon you can download that Jenny cleverly made that says, I'm going to the Knit Tea retreat. So once you've got your place secured with a £75 deposit, you can download that and put it up on your social media feeds. And we would be grateful for anyone to help promote the retreat by sharing any of our posts and things like that. I mean, obviously, it's going to get completely booked out in the first 24 hours. Obviously, but just on the off chance. A little bit of word of mouth marketing would be great.
And it's always nice to be able to boast that you're going to these things anyway, isn't it?
I like seeing who's going. Like at the moment, there's lots of I'm going to Nottingham Yarn Expo, and I'm like, me too. So yeah.
And me.
And her. Both of us. We're kind of a twofer.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy one, get one free.
But that's good because we both have half a brain, so together...
One useful person.
Yes, works well.
Yeah. I think that's everything.
That's pretty much it. There'll be more information in coming weeks.
Yeah.
There's something that's probably going to be starting quite soon, actually. If you remember. She's forgotten entirely. Look at her face.
This is where we become like the bakery bears, and Kay is just sat there going, oh yes. And Dan's going, yeah, I can tell you.
Whisper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's something coming along quite soon.
Yeah.
And it will be a 4-part something.
It will be a 4-part something.
We'll do another video. Up to the retreat. We will do another video to launch that first one.
Yeah.
And you'll find out more then. But stay tuned.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Zoe. Hello. Over here.
Oh, knees. You know our knees, isn't it?
No.
I've got a pumpkin on my head. I'm really going to watch Cross My Legs at some point and I'm going to keep it. I'm not wearing anything knitted.
You're going to say I'm not wearing any knickers. I was like...